Hello, everyone, and welcome to Bradley University, also known as BU. Founded in 1897 by Lydia Moss Bradley, this private university was purpose-built for students' empowerment and self-discovery, delivering an engaging education through practical experiences in a diverse and inclusive environment. Centrally located in Peoria, Illinois, 3 hours from Chicago, St. Louis, and Indianapolis, Bradley's home is the perfect intersection of arts, entertainment, and culture. There's access to music festivals, community gardens, coffee shops, boutique stores, and plenty of diverse food options. There's always something to do in Peoria. I'm your host, Alex Boylan, and over the next half hour, we're gonna explore this storied campus to meet real BU students and alumni. We'll hear from aspiring nurses, successful entrepreneurs, and students with wide-ranging interests both on and off campus. The scope of opportunities these students are pursuing is inspiring. Welcome to Bradley University. This is the College Tour. Okay, let's take it to Adalia, a junior political science and journalism double major with minors in Spanish and marketing. Adalia's from Rockford, Illinois, and on top of several student organizations, and with all those majors and minors, she is also serving as the student body president. Amazing. Adalia, it's all you.
I'll take it from here, Alex. Some of my earliest memories are of me drinking hot chocolate out of my dad's Bradley homecoming mug. And when I started looking at colleges, I saw exactly what he saw nearly 30 years ago when he chose Bradley. A place where you can take classes in multiple programs and engage in different clubs and organizations. Bradley has over 200 student-run clubs, Greek life, and campus activities. I'm a member of the Symphony Orchestra, write for our campus newspaper, the Bradley Scout, and anchor on BU TV, our university TV station. I'm in our service sorority on campus, ESA, and work as a tour guide. It sounds like a lot, but I love having all these opportunities I wouldn't get at a bigger university. Currently, I am also serving as student body president. This role allows me to build connections on campus with Peoria residents, community leaders, and our amazing alumni network. We have an entire building dedicated to Bradley's rich history, including famous alumni who have gone above and beyond, like my dad. To end homecoming week, we gather for one of Bradley's most cherished traditions, the lighting of the bee. It's a chance for us to honor all the students that have come before us and reflect on the legacy they have left behind. It's inspiring to think one day we'll come full circle, standing in their shoes, lighting the path for future generations. Before starting college, I thought all my time would be spent studying. I didn't foresee all the opportunities Bradley offered until I was here. College is about much more than your academics. It's about finding a community where you belong and getting involved in the things that you care about. And I'm proud to have shared that experience with my dad. We both have found a home here at Bradley. Back to you, Alex.
Thank you, Adalia, for sharing how Bradley helps students excel academically and grow through countless involvement opportunities. Traditions like the lighting of the bee show how Bradley's community and legacy continue to shine. It's easy to see why Bradley remains a home for so many, past, present, and future. Keep reaching for the stars, Adalia. That was awesome. It's time to hear from Caleb, a junior game design major and user experience design minor from South Holland, Illinois. Game design at Bradley is often ranked among the best in the country and even the world, with graduates landing at places like Blizzard Entertainment, Obsidian Entertainment, and Warner Brothers Games. Tell us all about it, Caleb. Take it away.
That's me. Thanks, Alex. I just discovered Bradley University when I was a senior in high school. I was going down a crazy rabbit hole of Google searches at 2 in the morning, looking up things like, what are majors that have to do with video games? What is game design? And finally, what is Bradley University? I'm in my 3rd year, and I've come full circle since that search. Since I started here, I've made over 10 completed video games from scratch. And our classes aren't just with other game design majors. All of our game production classes are mixtures of game design, user experience, game art, computer science, and animation majors, all working together to make a game, which is exactly how it'll be in the field. Coming together with students from all these different majors builds a special type of connection that isn't found in a lot of other programs. I'm also an RA of one of the honors floors. We're taught extensively as RAs how to create a safe, welcoming, and inclusive environment for all of our residents. Getting to know these new waves of residents throughout the semesters is always so much fun. Being an RA has challenged me to solve problems and take on extra responsibilities, but it has also given me a community of amazing friends. I first came to Bradley University to make a couple of games and then leave with a piece of paper that says, this guy is really good at making video games. But I've accomplished so much more. I'm in the honors program, played on a varsity esports team, I'm a tour guide, I'm even on TV right now. And I've also stayed up till 5 in the morning playing video games with some amazing friends. And you can do so much more too at Bradley. Back to you, Alex.
Thank you, Caleb. Doing more is a common thread of the Bradley experience, whether that's through interdisciplinary learning opportunities or fostering inclusive environments with peers and mentors. From the programs that bring people from different backgrounds together to the student organizations that do the same, you're bound to find your people at Bradley. Thanks again, Caleb. Okay, folks, let's bring in Kerrigan from Germantown Hills, Illinois, a sophomore education major with a minor in music. Bradley's education program boasts a 100% pass rate on Illinois licensure tests. That means students emerge more than ready to teach or enter graduate school after Bradley. Over to you, Kerrigan.
Thanks, Alex. Hey, everyone. My Bradley story begins all the way back in 2015. In 5th grade, for my historical figure project, I decided to be Lydia Moss Bradley, the founder of Bradley University, because her story always inspired me. Lydia Moss Bradley founded Bradley University in 1897, more than 20 years before women in America had the right to vote. As a woman, I take so much pride in attending a female-founded college. The education program at Bradley University is beyond any other college I visited. The faculty have given me endless support, and the program's flexibility has allowed me to add a minor in music and multiple endorsements to put me on a successful track. First-year students at Bradley are allowed to observe a classroom as early as their first semester. Within my first 30 days on campus, I was in an elementary classroom helping kids with homework and playing with them on the playground. With Bradley being in the heart of Illinois, there are a lot of school systems, so students can experience diverse classroom environments, from small schools to large districts and everything in between. This early opportunity allowed me to get involved with students from diverse backgrounds, gain wisdom from current educators, and develop an even deeper passion for my major. Education has my heart, but Bradley University's flexibility has allowed me to involve myself in other passions. Currently, I'm involved in multiple music ensembles, a Pan-Hellenic sorority, and this year I'm going to study abroad in London. Bradley University has taught me how to balance my priorities, explore my passions, and plan for my future. I wish I could see 10-year-old Kerrigan's reaction if I told her that her home away from home is the very place that Lydia Moss Bradley founded. Thanks for listening to my story. Back to you, Alex.
Thank you so much for sharing that with us, Kerrigan. Striking that balance between priorities and passions can definitely be difficult. But BU is all about becoming your best self. Over a century since its founding, Bradley is still providing its students with, as founder Lydia Moss Bradley put it, the means of living an independent, industrious, and useful life. Many thanks, Kerrigan. It's time to meet Elias. From Paraguay, this mechanical engineering senior made a home away from home right here at Bradley. Luckily, BU is also home to 15 NCAA Division I sports. So no matter how far away from home you find yourself, there's always a place for you on the field. Kicking it to you, Elias.
Awuje, Alex. I've played soccer since I was 7 years old. It's what brought me to the US and to Bradley University. I already knew that I wanted to study engineering when I was in high school. And even though combining engineering and sports is not easy, Bradley made it possible. Being a Division I student athlete is challenging. Managing time is crucial not only to succeed in academics and sports, but also for mental, physical, and spiritual health. Training every day, traveling 2 days a week for games, along with homework and exams, and being 5,000 miles away from family is overwhelming at times. However, I come from a humble, middle-class, hard-working family in Paraguay, and my parents always told me to strive and do my best, no matter what the situation was. Our coaches do an amazing job organizing our games and training schedules so they don't coincide with classes and we can perform in the classroom as well as on the pitch. Our athletic advisors provide support and resources so we can better manage our academic and athletic responsibilities. And professors meet with us one-on-one so we can ask specific questions and catch up with classes. While student athletes spend a lot of time in their respective sports, we are a student first. The Mechanical Engineering Department offers many resources to the students. Last summer, I was able to take an elective course where I learned about hydrogen fuel cells. I had the opportunity to work closely with one of the best professors in the department for an entire summer. Bradley not only gives us the resources to grow as professionals and athletes, but also help us to see the world in a new light. We get to express ourselves and be unique. We say, whatever you do, be you. De vuelta contigo, Alex.
Wow, Elias, juggling hydrogen fuel cells and Division I sports is impressive to say the least. Glad to know you have the full support of your coaches, athletic advisors, and the state-of-the-art resources of this new Business and Engineering Convergence Center. It's amazing. Excited to see how you will change the world. Thanks again, Elias. Let's hear from Marissa, a senior kinesiology and health science major with a minor in business administration who hails from LaGrange, Illinois. BU has a long history of investing in their students, and early assurance into Bradley's graduate program is just another example of that investment. BU wants you to spread your wings and succeed. Tell us more, Marissa.
Thanks, Alex. Hey, everyone. Growing up, I was always in and out of physical therapy due to different injuries. And by the time I was a junior in high school, I knew I wanted a career in PT. Bradley became my top choice because of the way that students and professors work together. One of the things that drew me to Bradley was the Early Assurance Program for the Doctorate of Physical Therapy graduate program. Knowing I had a spot in such a competitive program gave me peace of mind and allowed me to fully immerse myself in everything the school has to offer. I also was able to pursue a minor in business, which has broadened my skill set and prepared me for the complicated world of healthcare. And I also can't wait to start working at Bradley's Pro Bono Clinic when I start DPT school. Many of my friends have had hands-on experience working with graduate students and real patients there. Bradley also has a unique organization called Wags for Mags, where therapy dogs help uplift spirits of patients. You'll also see them around campus uplifting students as well. Bradley is alive with activities and student organizations. I've had the opportunity to work at the Smith Career Center, helping fellow students with resumes and job-related skills. Since sophomore year, I've had the privilege of mentoring through the Office of Inclusive Excellence. With so many enriching experiences, Bradley ensures you're not just learning, you're thriving. When I first started college, I knew I was in for a good education, but I never imagined how much I would grow as a person. Bradley has helped me become confident, well-rounded, and ready to make a difference. That's my story. Back to you, Alex.
Marissa, thank you for sharing a snippet of your story with us today. Building confident, skilled, well-rounded individuals is Bradley's bread and butter. Your work in the Smith Career Center, the Office of Inclusive Excellence, and soon as a physical therapist is sure to make a difference. Thank you, and take care, Marissa. Let's meet Delaney of Belleville, Illinois. She's a junior, sports communication major with minors in social media marketing and public relations and advertising. Bradley's Charlie Steiner School of Sports Communication, the first named sports communication school in the entire nation, is just one of the many avenues BU students have for networking and hands-on experience. Here's more from Delaney.
Cameras are set. All right, Delaney, you ready for this? You're on in 3, 2.
Thanks, Alex. Hey, everyone. When I started the college selection process, I quickly discovered that finding a school with a sports communication program was not going to be an easy task. Bradley University immediately stood out to me because it had everything I was looking for in the Charlie Steiner School of Sports Communication. My first week on campus, I took photos at a soccer game that were posted on the team's Twitter that night. Less than a month into my freshman year, I was working my first practice with the club hockey team. I knew I had found my place. Not only have I been able to find roles and positions to help propel myself in my career field, but I've also been able to balance these opportunities with activities that are simply for fun. I'm in a sorority, started my own organization, worked for the club hockey team and the athletic department. I'm a news anchor, and I'm on the Dean's List. Inspired by my access to working in sports, I founded Bradley Sports Girls Club, an organization designed specifically to support women in sports. The faculty here has been the biggest supporters throughout my journey as a woman in sports, and I could not be more thankful. Bradley has offered me so much more than I ever could have imagined. College should be more than just an academic experience. Bradley has given me all the tools I need to prepare for my career, while allowing me the freedom to participate in activities that are purely for my own enjoyment. Well, I've got a newscast to get to. Back to you, Alex. Starting off with hockey, this weekend was a huge weekend for the Braves as they faced Nebraska in their home opener.
That hockey game sounds exciting. Thank you, Delaney, for showcasing the freedom Bradley students have to shape themselves personally and professionally. It's astounding how many BU students on the Dean's List maintain a full schedule of interests. It goes to show that Bradley is overflowing with opportunities just waiting to be experienced. Thanks again, Delaney. Okay, let's head over to meet Kyle, a creative writing major and theater arts minor from Culver City, California. BU's English program has students reading and discussing a diverse cross-section of authors to help them understand culture and history. Classroom discussions are starting points for professional projects in the community, internships, and the department's career-focused senior research project. Tell us all about it, Kyle. Take it away.
Thanks, Alex. What's up, guys? Coming from a big city like LA, where it's easy to feel like just another number in the crowd, I wanted to go to college somewhere where I could feel like I was a part of the community and make a name for myself. Fortunately, I knew Bradley University was a good fit for me. As an English major, I was excited to learn that our English department offers student writers like me the chance to become published authors in our literary journal, Broadside. I'm also a theater arts minor and serve as the president of Bradley's Ministry of Experimental Theater, an organization that allows students to participate in non-traditional theatrical performances. It lets them try their hand at playwriting and expression, directing and artistic vision, and also acting and vulnerability. On top of that, I also work as a student admissions representative. We work as tour guides, office aides, and much more on campus. Preparing yourself for life beyond college is important. But finding happiness, friendship, and exploring your passions are also important to your success. Thankfully, a school like Bradley makes it easy with over 200 student organizations. From improv and fencing to napping with the Hammocking Club, there is no end to the clubs here. And if you don't find something you like, you can always start your own. Another great way to make the most of your college experience is with study abroad opportunities at Bradley. It's an awesome way to explore another country and gain perspectives on the outside world and education beyond the United States. Coming to Bradley has brought me lifelong friends, new leadership skills and opportunities, and opened my eyes to new world views and perspectives. That's just a little bit about me. Back to you, Alex.
A hammocking club? Count me in, Kyle. BU offers a semester or year abroad in more than 30 countries, contributing to a broader worldview and opening the doors to intellectual and career opportunities. Studying abroad like hammocking has long been a staple of the Bradley experience. It's been great hanging out with you, Kyle. Thanks again and take care. Now is a great time to hear from Megan, a double major in psychology and advertising and public relations from Eureka, Missouri. Bradley has always heralded the importance of converging disciplines, so it's the perfect place for you to bring your passions together in favor of a brighter future. Here's Megan to tell us more.
Thanks, Alex. Hi, everyone. When I came to Bradley University, I had no idea what I wanted to do, but I was also completely unwilling to admit that. If you told me back then everything that I was doing today, from my majors to my campus involvement, I probably wouldn't have believed you. The best thing about Bradley is they care about what your individual education looks like, meaning they invest in you. My advisor worked with me so that all the college credits I earned in high school transferred. Not a single class I took my freshman year went to waste, even though I changed my degree a few times. Thanks to this, I'm able to graduate as a psychology and advertising public relations double major in 3 years, all while pursuing campus leadership roles and multiple internships. Bradley has provided me with the resources and opportunities to graduate as a more well-rounded individual. Here on campus, I'm the president of Cru, which is a global Christian ministry. Through Cru, I have an amazing community, and I've learned so much about being a servant leader, which translates to every other aspect of my life. On top of my double majors and Cru, I also have 2 internships. I'm involved in psychology research. I can't stress enough how many opportunities I've had here. But that's the incredible thing about Bradley. They care about your education, and more importantly, who you are as a person. So many things change in college, from your location to your friends to your plans, and it's been so encouraging to know that Bradley's got my back. I've gained a lifelong community and grown in ways I couldn't have imagined. I couldn't be more thankful. Back to you, Alex.
Thank you, Megan. At Bradley, your college education is more than just learning skills for a job. It's about developing yourself and influencing the world around you for the better. No matter your background, Bradley always has a spot for someone willing to take a chance on themselves. Great work. Thanks again, Megan. Let's meet Taylor, a junior nursing major with a minor in family and consumer sciences. Coming from Lancaster, Texas, most of the schools near her seemed too big or too small until Bradley gave her that Goldilocks moment. Add in Bradley's direct admin nursing program and access to 2 major hospital systems, and coming to BU was a no-brainer. Give us the scoop, Taylor.
Thanks, Alex. Growing up, I always knew I loved science and helping people, so I wanted to go into the health field where I could mix these 2 passions seamlessly. When I began my college search, I knew I wanted to branch outside my home state of Texas and find a place big enough where I could meet new people, experience new things, and still have a homey feel. I've been given the opportunity to do exactly that in Bradley's nursing program. I started my clinical rotations at the local hospitals to get as much real-world experience as possible. This was a major deciding factor for me in my college search. I knew I wanted to go to a place where I could be accepted directly into a nursing program and not have to retest. During my time here, I've been able to observe many surgical procedures in the hospital, as well as interact with all kinds of healthcare professionals. Bradley has given me the opportunity to thrive outside of the clinical setting as well. I've joined many clubs and organizations that allow me to continue participating in activities I loved in high school, like volunteering and playing volleyball, and I still have plenty of time to hang out with friends. My schedule may be busy with clinicals, but I still have plenty of time to enjoy my college experience. Once my time at Bradley is complete, I plan to continue my journey in the health field and become a psychiatric nurse, and then eventually a psychiatric nurse practitioner. I still have lots more to learn on my journey, but the adventure so far has definitely been worthwhile. All right, Alex, back over to you.
Thank you, Taylor. At a 96% NCLEX pass rate for undergraduate nursing students and 100% job placement within 6 months of graduation, there's no doubt you'll be making the world a better place in no time. Way to go, Taylor, and thanks again. Okay, let's check out Brandon's story. Hailing from Washington, Illinois, this BU alum graduated with a mechanical engineering degree and a startup company before he left campus. Bradley prepares students for every aspect of post-collegiate living, from personal development to professional excellence. At a 93% career placement rate, BU students emerge ready to change the world. Tell us more, Brandon.
Hi, Alex. I chose Bradley University because my father went here and everyone else that I knew here was happy with their quality of education and, most importantly, the career that they had after graduating from this institution. At Bradley, I've been able to do everything from help pitch in to build a formula car to playing intramural basketball, where we won 3 championships in a row and had some unforgettable rivalries. The mechanical engineering program at Bradley challenged me both inside the classroom and out. On campus, you have access to a variety of innovation hubs, including Peoria Next. Our required work experiences pushed me to an internship early on that helped me build confidence and acquire skills that ultimately led to me securing a job before the beginning of my senior year. I also teamed up with a few of my friends to form a startup called ShotHawk, an active shooter response system to prevent mass shootings. We started in a few pitch competitions on campus to sell our idea. After getting some traction in these pitch events, we were accepted into several other programs, as well as launching a pilot program. Also, we're in the final stages of applying for our full patent after getting the patent provisional as Bradley University students. To help us get this far, we had some incredible support. In the classroom, we learned engineering concepts, which we were able to deploy outside the classroom thanks to convergence events, such as those hosted by the Turner School of Entrepreneurship. With all the experiences I've had at Bradley University, it helped me get a job offer before the beginning of my senior year and start my own startup company with my friends. And now that I have graduated and have a job and career that I'm happy with, what else can I say other than back to you, Alex?
Brandon, thank you for shedding some light on the entrepreneurial opportunities available to students across disciplines. With professors and peers cheering you on and your access to the Big Idea Competition and the Social Impact Challenge, it's easy to see why BU students are personally and professionally confident and successful. Thanks again, Brandon. Look who decided to show up, everyone. Meet Kaboom. Well, folks, this has truly been illuminated. We want to thank all these wonderful Bradley students for setting aside some time in their very busy schedules to share what makes their school so special. We've loved exploring this campus, and we hope you have too. BU is home to so many opportunities, with 100% of students completing at least 2 experiential learning opportunities that can go on their resume. It's incredible. So it's easy to see why students find themselves here. That's it from us. Now it's your turn to investigate Bradley and check out this stunning campus for yourself. Take care, everyone, and whatever you do, be you. We'll see you on campus real soon, everyone. Take care.